On this video we're taking a look at our MLB best bets for the games that are happening on Tuesday, April 12, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Chicago White Sox vs Seattle Mariners. White Sox win. And here is why. The Seattle Mariners have scored 8 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 2 of their first 4 games. The Mariners have won 13 of their last 14 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Ty France leads the Mariners with 4 hits and 2 RBI, while J.P. Crawford and Mitch Haniger have combined for 7 hits and 5 RBI. Matt Brash will make his major league debut when he takes the mound. Brash was 6'4" with a 2.28 ERA and 150 strikeouts in his minor league career. The Chicago White Sox have scored 19 runs in their first 3 games and 4 or more runs in all 3 games. The White Sox have won 10 of their last 11 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Luis Robert leads the White Sox with 5 hits and 1 RBI, while Los Abreu and Andrew Vaughn have combined for 8 hits and 8 RBI. Vince Velasquez gets the ball, and he was 3-9 with a 6.30 ERA and 101 strikeouts last season. Velasquez is 0-0 with a 3.52 ERA and 9 strikeouts in his career against the Mariners. The Seattle Mariners head to Chicago to take on the White Sox in Game 1 of a 3-game set. Chicago will benefit from an off-day Monday after they went 2-1 against the Tigers in their opening series. They also saw immediate production from leadoff hitter Tim Anderson, who came back after serving his 2-game suspension. Anderson went 3-5 with 2 runs scored in Chicago's 10-1 win on Sunday. The White Sox will send out Vince Velasquez to handle pitching duties. Velasquez started last season in Philadelphia and then had a short, 12.2 innings stint in San Diego, neither location bringing much success. Velasquez posted a 3-9 record with a 6.30 ERA over 94.1 innings. With Lance Lynn out for an extended amount of time and Lucas Giolito out with an abdominal injury, the White Sox need other guys to step up. Velasquez is a guy, but he's not the guy. He shouldn't have to go too deep into this game with a well-rested bullpen, so 4 solid innings should be more than enough. The Seattle Mariners are attractive in the underdog role given their offensive ability, and Matt Brash is a top 10 prospect in the organization and a top 100 prospect depending on where you look. With that said, I have a hard time backing pitchers making their big league debut because you really have no idea what to expect. Velasquez was terrible last season, but the White Sox offense is on fire. Give me the home team and the cheap price. For the Mariners, Matt Brash will be pitching in his major league debut. Brash has some nasty stuff and struck out 35.1% of the batters he faced in the minors over 142 innings. He has a legit arsenal of pitches that should keep this game within reach. The Mariners always seem to be in close games, which makes the plus 1.5 run line intriguing, however it's a little too pricey. The Mariners may cover the run line, but Chicago is in a better position to win this game and the money line is at a better price. Given the return of Tim Anderson rounding out the lineup, the benefit of an off day, and Brash making his major league debut, back the White Sox to come out on top. New York Yankees vs Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays win. And here is why. The Toronto Blue Jays have scored 13 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 3 of their first 4 games. The Blue Jays have won 9 of their last 10 games when scoring 4 or more runs. George Springer leads the Blue Jays with 7 hits and 4 RBI, while Teoscar Hernandez and Santiago Espinal have combined for 10 hits and 5 RBI. Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball, and he was 7-9 with a 4.41 ERA and 163 strikeouts last season. Kikuchi is 1-2 with a 4.57 ERA and 15 strikeouts in his career against the Yankees. It is all well and good to beat up the Rangers at home, but Toronto hits the road for the first time this season in this series in the Bronx. This is still a young group, but they showed no fear against the Yankees last season, and now that the expectations are higher, I am expecting more of the same. Toronto is one of the few teams with a lineup that can match the power of New York's. New York is certainly not easing into the season by hosting Boston and Toronto to start the year. They handled the Red Sox, taking that series as Giancarlo Stanton and Anthony Rizzo made history as the first Yankees to homer in each of the first 2 games of the season. Aaron Judge had yet to go yard heading into Monday action, and you have to wonder if the contract thing might at some point influence his play. The New York Yankees have scored 7 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 2 of their first 4 games. The Yankees have won 14 of their last 15 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Giancarlo Stanton leads the Yankees with 5 hits and 4 RBI, while Aaron Judge and Josh Donaldson have combined for 8 hits and 1 RBI. Nestor Cortes gets the ball, and he was 2-3 with a 2.90 ERA and 103 strikeouts last season. Cortes is 1-1 with a 5.09 ERA and 20 strikeouts in his career against the Blue Jays. Toronto had good pitching depth already, and then they picked up Yusei Kikuchi as a free agent. He never quite lived up to the hype with Seattle, but as a 5th starter, it is hard to find much better. For New York, they are looking for Nestor Cortes to hold down a spot in the rotation all season this year. How he does against a rival like the Blue Jays is going to go a long way towards his doing so. With a couple of lefties on the mound, it is going to be a little easier for all of the big hitters in both lineups. Kikuchi made 1 start at Yankee Stadium, and he pitched 5 shutout innings, so I like the Jays' chances. Another shutout performance is unlikely, but I like the lefty to fare a little better than Cortes, a less experienced hurler. The Jays are short underdogs, which is a great value. Texas Rangers vs Colorado Rockies. Rangers win. And here is why. The Rockies and Rangers were both impressive in their opening series. Colorado was able to take 2 games from the World Series favorite Dodgers. The Rangers only took 1 from the Blue Jays, but still played surprisingly well against a superior team. The last game of that series, the Rangers fought from 6-1 down to come back and win handily 12-6. The fact that Texas had the offensive firepower to keep up with the Jays in all 3 games was impressive and rather unexpected. Now back at home, Corey Seager and company should be able to feast on the Rockies' pitching staff. Colorado lost their season opener versus the Dodgers this past weekend. The Rockies bounced back to win the next pair, though. On Monday versus Texas, Colorado had 14 hits on the night, coming back from a 3-1 deficit to take the 6-4 comeback victory. Austin Gomber put up 4.2 innings with 3 earned on 4 hits and 2 walks. Starting pitcher for the Rockies on Tuesday will be Chad Kuhl. Last year, over 28 games and 14 starts, Kuhl put up a 4.82 ERA with 75 strikeouts and 80.1 innings of work. He carries a 25-30 career record with a 4.44 ERA and 395 strikeouts in 439.2 innings. Taking a series from the Dodgers was a great start to 2022, but the Rockies have always fared better in that mile-high air. Colorado also jumped out to an early lead yesterday, but found themselves in a tight game late. They ended up taking Game 1, but they still need to prove they can be consistent on the road. Everyone is still excited about acquiring Chris Bryant, but a single hitter cannot overcome a road record of 26-54 last season. It's also tough for a single hitter to outperform 27 runs in the first 4 games of the season, as the Rangers have done. Former Pirate Chad Kuhl is expected on the mound for Colorado. Seager and Mitch Garver should get off to a quicker start than yesterday for Texas. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.